Barack Obama is a joke. Barack Obama didn't do a darn thing for black folk. As a matter of fact, he hurt black folk in two ways. First of all, he had 8 years to do something for black folk, but he carefully and judiciously and judiciously avoided doing anything for black folk. And most of my white friends told me in politics, and I was always with president governors, they say, hell, we would never voted for Obama. We know he's gonna do something for black folk. We knew he would never do anything for black folk. And so, but that's the first thing, he never did anything for black folk. But he used that old thing that they did back in Philadelphia in 1789. He used very broad, ambiguous terms. I'm the president of all the people.
Even though many of you might not agree with me on this one, Barack Obama was just a tool the elites used to silence people, especially black people who really wanted a representative.
I was Obama's favorite artist, but soon as I wasn't saying the things that I was supposed to say as a rapper, our connection faded.
Kanye said something in this interview that really had me thinking deeply. I have said this before and I will say it again. A lot of time we listen to Kanye with a judgmental attitude. But if you empty yourself and get to listen to Kanye, I guarantee you will see him differently. When Barack Obama became president of the USA, we cried and danced because many of us thought he was our last hope to fix every problem, but that wasn't the case. It turned out that Barack was just a tool the elites used to silence black people. Kanye explains how the elites used the technique called Black Lives Matter office manager to fool us using Obama.
What's a BLM manager?
Black Lives Matter office manager. It's basically you get a semi-influential black person to become the face of a white company.
Yeah.
It's actually the same technique these big companies like Adidas and Nike use, especially on the black community. Since their primary aim is to control us and not help, they will use some of the most influential people from our community and make them the faces of their companies. Kanye says it's no longer about talent or who is more logical, but who is more influential.
Well, they actually would pick artists that were less talented than other artists based on their influence, not based on their actual work, because everyone is vying for influence and an opinion.
It makes sense because, if you look at the black community, we consume a lot of these products because we see our so-called heroes representing these major companies, so we want to be part of the history. These people have so much control over us that we just don't see or realize it.
It's the most important thing you can have is control. Look at me, all the money, all the influence, and I have to act a complete ass to have any say-so of anything that my children are doing, because that group of people have control and say-so over all the children inside of the clan.
All those still sleeping, please do some research. As a black person, what did Obama do to help the community improve? Nothing. Shamelessly, he was even awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. I just don't understand for what reason, because he did absolutely nothing.
President Obama received a Nobel Prize for doing nothing but winning a presidential election while being black, to put it bluntly.
Kanye says Obama was the biggest Black Lives Matter office manager, and we never realized it. He was used to silence us all. They bought us into believing it was our time, yet it wasn't. Kanye says Obama is brilliant, but he found himself in a situation where he thought he could control it but ended up being controlled by the system. These people will always silence those who have positive ideas and make those they can control the face of whatever they run because they want us all down. This is the message for everyone. I don't force anyone to listen to Kanye, but please don't believe what you believe just because that's what they told you. Think your own thoughts, don't let them do it for you. Get out of that box and be you. We need to fix this world, but we can't fix it with controlled minds.
Barack Obama was made president for two reasons. Domestically, he was made president to force alternative sexual lifestyles onto black children, sexual confusion as a means of population control. And internationally, he was made president to go to Africa and to force AFRICOM there, to build military bases all throughout the continent. And guess what? There's been about 6 coups in Africa over the past year, and every single coup was in a country with a United States military base. No coincidence. America only practices democracy when the person who wins the election has an agenda that is in the interest of America.
Today we can definitively say that the Gaddafi regime has come to an end.
Muammar Gaddafi was murdered because he alone
with the other African heads of state were about to bring into existence Africa's first central bank.
He came, we saw, he died. Wake up! Wake up!
When Kanye West says that Obama was only elected to silence black and poor people, we think he's insane, but the truth is plainly visible.
What do you think of Obama as a BLM office manager?
Best one ever.
It's so unfortunate that Obama ruthlessly betrayed black people, especially Africans, who believed he would open doors for them. Hillary Clinton used Obama to deceive not only African Americans but also Africans.
He came, we saw, he died. Did it have anything to do with your visit? No, I'm sure it did.
We can't be taken for fools anymore. We know what's happening, and we can't allow this to happen right in front of our eyes and let it pass. Obama's administration destroyed Libya for selfish reasons. They accused Gaddafi of being something he wasn't. They managed to turn the citizens against the man who made them live a beautiful life that many could only dream of. Before the United States, to be specific, Obama and his people got rid of Gaddafi. Libya was one of the richest African countries. People who helped bring him down now wish they could go back in time and change what they did.
Now you would take Gaddafi back?
أنا قتلت في جبهة زندان في جبهة بنوليد ضد القذافي. Now كان في قذافي هنا في قاتل مع
Gaddafi was at the forefront of trying to unite Africa. He wanted to form an African Union, a continent that uses only one currency, which would have made Africa the most powerful continent in the world.
They were erecting a central bank in Africa, which was going to do what? Back its money to the resources under the ground in Africa.
The Western world saw Gaddafi as a threat, and through the USA's puppet Obama, they decided to take him down. They also used him to advance gender-based nonsense, which African leaders didn't appreciate.
We equally reject attempts to prescribe new rights that are contrary to our values, norms, traditions, and beliefs. We are not gays.
We are saying no to homosexuality. Why should you say we're going to be civilized if we only allow it? I say we are very primitive now because we are frowning upon homosexuality. Even animals don't do it. Why should we be forced to do it because we want to be seen to be smart, to be seen to be civilized and advanced?
Africa rejected and rebuked the headless Obama and his evil agenda. Obama, who was supposed to be the hero of the black community, is just one of many useless leaders to Africans. They have completely lost respect for him. According to Kanye West, Obama was merely a ruse by the elites to deceive the black community and the underprivileged. He was never for the people. I even wonder why he was given the Nobel Peace Prize. The man did more evil than good. He helped destroy the country, which was full of peace and harmony, because of selfish and evil reasons.
Right now, Libya, nobody even knows Libya. Frankly, there is no Iraq and there is no Libya. It's all broken up. They have no control. Nobody knows what's going on.
The world would be better off with Saddam Hussein
100%.
and Gaddafi in power?
100%. Now, as far as Assad is concerned.
What about the human rights abuses?
Let's talk, well, you don't think they're happening now? They're worse now than they ever were. People are getting their heads chopped off. They're being drowned. Right now, they're far worse than they were ever under Saddam Hussein or Gaddafi.
Wake up, my people. These people are not who they say they are. They are all agents of the devil. They don't want us to succeed.
Today, it all changes. We need to think how to think free. We need to be free thinkers. Then we need to learn how to feel free. People say feel free, but we don't even know how to feel free or think free. Say what you feel.